Today. We brought you this story earlier in the week. The FDA warns a COVID-19 test used at county testing sites in Indio, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage is at risk of producing a false negative result. Now, some county health experts are placing the blame on user error. Nico Payne has more on what you need to know.
The FDA sent out a warning that a widely used COVID-19 test could produce false negatives.
If a swab is not obtained correctly, one runs the risk of having a false negative test, meaning that you really do carry the virus, but the swab was not obtained correctly, and therefore the result tests are negative.
Curative is a year-old startup from Silicon Valley, and its tests are used in major cities like LA, San Francisco, Houston, Chicago, and right here at sites in Riverside County. But there's an important detail that some people may be missing when they're getting a curative test.
Because we take the sample from inside the mouth, it's very important to not eat or drink or brush your teeth, within 20, 30 minutes of doing the test.
When you sign up for a curative test, you get an email with a confirmation. And at the bottom of the email, it tells the patient not to eat, drink, or smoke for 20 minutes before the test. However, it's at the bottom of the email, and there's a possibility that patients could miss that detail, especially if they've had other COVID tests that didn't have this requirement. No matter what test you get, Riverside County Public Health Officer Dr. Cameron Kaiser tweeting an important reminder that you can be negative one day and positive the next, even using a PCR test, one of the most accurate.
When the test is positive, it is very, very accurate. The question that's come up is, when it's negative, is there a higher risk that you might have some false negative tests?
Health experts also say a negative test can be misunderstood.
Too often people take a negative test as they don't have COVID, they do not need masking, and they do not have to change their behavior. That is not how these tests should be used.